A very good evening to you. Thank you for keeping it Prime Edition here on KBC Channel 1. Time to get the latest in the world of business. I am Betty Kiptum. Now, the National Biosafety Authority will utilize informal barazas to sensitize the public on GMO foods that have attracted debate on their safety for human consumption. Some legislators have supported cultivation and consumption of GMO foods and urged policymakers to compel companies to clearly label products with any GMO components to reduce stigma surrounding its adoption.
Kenya lifted a 10-year ban on GMOs in October last year as a means of enhancing food security, since the crops are pest and drought resistant and offer higher yields. However, critics question safety of the GMOs and long-term impacts on the environment and the food value chain.
Of course, there are still some skeptics. There are people who still feel we are not ready as a country. We do not have the adequate regulatory framework. We may not have the right human resource capacity.
If this is true, I don't understand really. How did we get to a point that a country that has enjoyed GM in medicine and everything else is struggling with GM food?
Even though some legislators have backed the adoption of GMOs to boost food production and reduce reliance on imports, they are calling for more research.
The word GMO is not very clear to Kenyans.
We're already consuming a lot of GMOs. And if the GMOs, whatever the genes or genomes as you call them, are extracted to ensure that we are at least managing some of these ailments, then why does it become a problem at some point? These are the issues we need to address so that we move forward.
They believe misinformation about GMOs have been spread and there is need to sensitize the public, especially those in remote areas, about biotech crops.
Go to the counties and make this kind of presentation even in Swahili or any other language that may be found appropriate.
Hibak Said for Prime Edition.